everyone, this is Kat and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. Today is my bullet journal setup video for January. I realize that it is a little late, but that's okay, better now than never. Right now you're seeing that I am setting up a calendar page. This is a calendar at a glance, and what I ended up doing was using one of the big paper pads that I got from Michael's, and I'm using my cutting tool to cut it to size. And that calendar that you see is actually part of an old planner that I had where it showed 2 years at a glance, and so on the back of it, it had like all the holidays. So I'm just pasting this marble paper behind it so that way you don't have to see the holidays, and I'm just kind of fitting it to size right there. I like to recycle old planners that I have, especially if it means less work for me to create the calendars like I've done in the past. That's just been very time consuming, so having this was great. And here I have my washi tape that I actually got from Happy Planner. It was part of a kit, and I don't know if they still do those, but I know they had teacher kits, and this was part of that kit that they had for that came in that kit. So I'm using it to create a tip in, which is basically putting the washi on both sides so that way I can flip open the calendar. There's a sticker book. It's my minimalist Happy Planner sticker book, and just letting you know, I have an array of Happy Planner sticker books, so you might see a lot in the coming videos. But essentially I'm just putting in a little quote that says, "Say yes to your dreams," and I am putting all these different colorful boxes, trying to stick with this pink gray color palette. And what I'm going to do with these boxes is I'm going to write like birthdays, holidays, any parties. I do come from a huge family, so this is very essential for me to have at the beginning of my planner, just to see at a glance all the different parties that are happening. And I basically have memorized my family's birthdays, so it's just what's it called? I don't really need to write it down. It's just memory, but I do it anyway. As you can see, I actually use this really long sticker and this big box sticker. I know it's not centered, but it doesn't bother me too much. But I ran out of those little boxes, and so I ended up using these two stickers, and I'll just divide them in half to use both sides. But I'm basically writing all the months in there, and then I'm just going to put the number for the date, and then right next to it all the parties and birthdays and such. So that's what that page is for. The page next to it, I am going to write my name, and this is my I'm showing you all the different Tombow dual brush pens I'll be using. So that's in 177. This one doesn't have a number because it's been wiped off. This one is in 992. This one is in 761. And this one is in 027. This is also another pen you will see that I used. That's in a salmon color, and then a Micron pen that I will use that's in the size 01. Oh, and this was gifted to me. This pen is really great. It has a verse on it, and the verse says, "Pray about everything, worry about nothing." Philippians 4:6. So this was gifted to me by my choir director slash our pastor's wife. She gifted all of her choir members these little pins. So now you see that I am creating my name, and I'm using 761, I believe, and I just did a pretty simple calligraphy and did like a ombre effect, and I used the 992 Tombow as well. You're going to see these Tombow pens a lot, so that's why I showed you in the beginning, so that way you can see the color numbers. So you see right here that I am cutting this page in half, and I am using an X-Acto knife as well as, you know, my scissors. But this is that page that kind of has that awkward, it won't open, so it's kind of awkward. So what I did was I was going to glue two sides of it down to create this pocket effect. And I saw this like on YouTube, and I thought it was really neat, so I'm going to do that for this page. And essentially what I did was I decorated it with this washi tape that I was also gifted years ago by my husband. And it's got this pretty like violin and music background, and it's one of those you have to peel off the back tape, the backing, to tape it on there. But essentially this is going to hold my lists, like project lists, or my what I want to buy list, so basically house stuff. And I'm kind of showing you right there like the pocket, how it's working. And here I have little scraps of paper that I really like that I want to use to make these lists. But previously I've done this in every bullet journal where I would make these lists, especially when it's house items I want to buy. So there you see right there my old one. And I'm going through these lists right now to see if they will fit in the pocket, and if they don't, I'm going to rewrite them. And then second, I'm going to cross off things that no longer I am interested in. So you will see that I will cross out projects that I once wanted to do but then I don't, or like items I wanted to buy for the house. Another one is like a when did I last list, and that one is like changing the air filter, or changing other things around. And so that's what I'm doing essentially right here, is just creating that list. And another list that you will see that I am doing is going to be that long pink slip of paper. And that one is going to be a movies list. My husband and I like to put down movies, or write down movies that we would like to see together, whether they're old favorites or whether we were recommended. And so last year we each wrote up 11 movies each, and we randomly put them in a jar. And so when we had our date night every week, we pulled out one of the movies, and that's what we had to watch. And the rule was you cannot use your phone or be on any devices. It's all like being engaged in the film. And that was fun, and it kind of got a little stressful towards the end because, holiday season, but we decided we found a lot of great movies, rekindled old favorites, and so we decided to do it again this year. And we like to rate the movies, and essentially that's what this movie list is to write down what we've seen and what we would rate the movie now. So, okay. So after this, I made another list, and this one is my YouTube stats list. I have another channel besides this one, and that's my reading channel called Cat Stories, and I decided that I was going to track how many followers or subscribers I've had for each month. And I've been debating back and forth on this because I'm not really a stats person. This honestly started as a fun hobby, wanting to be part of the community. Both of these channels started that way. But I thought it would be neat to document, since I've been doing a lot of documenting this year with just everyday life. And so I figured this would be fun to look back on. So there's just me creating the 2 columns for both channels and the months on the left side. And then I decided to add a little decorative element by doing like a cascade effect with these lines, and then ultimately making it like grid-like. And I put a little sticker there to just have a fun little quote. So that's also going to go into my journal pocket thing. And I'm using my minimalist Happy Planner sticker book. I'm not sure if I mentioned that earlier, but that was from the minimalist sticker book. And so there is all of my items. And I really liked how this pocket held it and how this turned out. This will definitely be beneficial for me. And so that page I kind of skipped over because I am going to write my prayer later on. It won't be in this video, but I will write it separate off video and then put it in there. But now I have some stickers that my sister gifted me, and this was just a decorative element I wanted to put outside my journal. I thought that was just really pretty to use, and so that's what I did. Like I said, I'll come back to my prayer. I always write a prayer every year for the beginning of my journals, and it always hinges what I want to see for the year, but also to reflect as well of what God has done in my life, and then what promises that I'm holding on to. And so it's always neat to look back at the prayers at the end of the year and seeing all that God has done. Right here you see that I am double-siding this piece of paper where I'm going to put my word of the year. And I know you can't see it right now, but my word of the year is that little paper that says ability, and it's in like dictionary form, and I am gluing that on top of the paper. But I'm going to show you where I got this cute little paper with a dictionary thing, and it's called Dictionary Library Series. There's a lot of these little cute packets, and it goes through a lot of different words, and it gives you like the noun and what it means. And so ability is my word, and I always pair this up with a Bible verse, and this one is I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me, and this is in Philippians. And I thought this was very fitting because I feel that a lot of my growth comes from me finally realizing that I can do this because Christ is on my side. I've always had the tendency to not apply myself because of fear and doubt, and knowing that Christ is with me and he guides me, especially if I submit myself to his will, I will be able to do this through his strength. So I thought this was very fitting for this season that I'm in. Here I am taking out my Sophisticated Florals Happy Planner book, and I ended up going through some of the flower designs and saw these leaves, and I initially put them there, but I didn't like how it looked on the page, so I just peeled it up and decided to play around with where I wanted to put all these different elements. I also want to apologize in advance, or if you've already noticed, a lot of these shots aren't great, and I apologize for that. I'm still getting used to this camera holder for my phone, so I apologize in advance of not these great shots, but I'm gonna get better. So right here I just did my goals, and I do that off camera. I do family goals, my goals, and I'll even write my husband's goals too, and it's just things that we want to work on for the year. Like, we usually pick one or two. So now this page that you see I'm using the washi tape again that I used earlier for the tip-in, and I'm just creating a simple little like border for my travel page. So I like to record where my husband and I visit in the year, and so here I am writing our travel at a glance. And what I do is I would cut out pictures of the area that we went to, and I would paste it there because I do like the visual look of it. So I now am taking out my Sophisticated Florals sticker book, and here I am going to look for like 2 stickers that I will write upcoming trips on. And I know this year my husband and I are going to a family reunion in the summertime, especially it's his side of the family, and so that's just an example. The other sticker on the right side, I have not like designated what that was yet, and that's okay because it might just serve as another like upcoming list or whatever I need it to be in that moment. So this next page, I'm not doing stats because I decided to do that earlier, but I am going to do my January setup for the month. And I am not sure if I showed you the color Tombow, but this is an 873. It's like a salmon color. And so I am going to use this as well as this Crayola Super Tip. It's in a nice light pink color. And essentially these two and my gray Tombow, which I'll show later, and my brown pen are going to serve as the color palettes of January. And I did not do this on camera, but I also drew some floral designs on the other page from January. And I decided that each month I was just going to do the birth flower of that month. So carnations would be January. And so that's how I'm going to base my color palette as well. This is that gray Tombow I told you about. It's in the N60 number. And so I created my calendar, and I am using that same salmon color to do the header for Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and creating a key on the side. And this is going to serve as my YouTube and like life calendar, I guess. This is going to do like my posting schedule for both channels, and I created like a key for the channel color, like the channels, and then for like the birthdays and events that will be happening through the year. Now, right here is the last thing I will show you, but I am setting up my weeklies, and I ended up setting the whole month up in the same style. And so there I am just counting the boxes and like the number of little boxes so they can be even bigger boxes. And so this is just super minimal, super simple, because this is all going to be function for me. If you see any of my flip through videos, you will see that I am actually very like artistic in terms of like I like challenging myself to create like elaborate pages. Now I do not say that I am a great artist, but I enjoy what I do and I think it's pretty good for me. So this is a real big step away from my creative journaling in the past. So, but that's okay. This is all functional. This is going to serve well for that. But I couldn't get away from adding color and some other like fun elements and designs. So I think this is near the end, and now we're going to look at the flip through. And so here is the final look at my 2024 bullet journal. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video and that you got even some inspiration or just kind of see how I organize my life, and maybe that would some of these things you could use in your own life. I will do my best to post anything that I used in the video or any ideas that I might have gotten from specific places. But yeah, stay tuned if this is something you'd like, and I can't wait to see you in another video. Bye guys.